Hello guys, welcome back to another Android app development tutorial. In this video here I am going to demonstrate how to place banner ads within a recycler view. So here is an example. So this is a simple recycler view that contains some banner ads. So after 3 items we place a AdMob banner ad. Again after 3 items we place another banner ad. So now we are going to create a recycler view similar to this one. We can begin with a new Android Studio project. So here the project is created in Android Studio. First we can add the needed dependency for this project. In this project we are going to use the recycler view and card view. Now we can add the dependency for using AdMob mobile SDK. So first you have to make sure that the Google Maven repository is added in your project. So open project level gradle file. Here it is already added. Now copy this line, add this in your module level gradle file. Sync project. So here a new version is available. It's 17.1.2. Now sync again. But here there is still some AppCompact library mismatch. So for resolve this problem you have to re-implement all the libraries that make the mismatch. So here I re-implement all the libraries. You can use the Ctrl F1 key to find the mismatching libraries. So here I re-implement all the libraries with the current AppCompact version. Now sync project. Now the problem is solved. So now copy this line, copy these statements. You have to add this in your manifest file. For this the minimum SDK is 17.0.1 but current is 17.1.2. So we can add this. So copy these lines. Now open manifest file, open Android manifest.xml, add it within the application tag. And here you have to place your application ID. Always use a test application ID. For testing purpose always use test stats and test application ID. So here I place some application ID. So for this application we have to add some resources, we have to add some images. So here I have some images. Copy all these images. Now place it inside the drawable folder. Now we need to add some strings arrays. So here I place 2 string array with the fruit names and calorie values. Now we can create a layout for the recycler view item. Here I name it as fruit item layout. So here I place the layout needed for each item in the recycler view. So this is the layout that represents each item. Now create another layout for placing the banner ad. I name it as banner ad container. Root element is a card view. So here I place a card view for display the banner ad with ID add card view. Now in main activity we can place the recycler view. So here I place the recycler view in main activity with ID recyclerView. Specify scroll bars into vertical. Okay, so now we can create a Pojo class. I name it as fruit. Create some variables, fruit name and fruit calories. Now create the constructor and getter methods for these two variables. Now create the getter methods. So this is the Pojo class. Now we can initialize the recycler view. Set the last fixed size into true. Set the layout manager. We need a linear layout manager. Now create some variables. Items items per ad. So we have to place a banner ad after 4 items. Now create another variable, banner ad ID. Now copy some test ad ID. Always use test ads for testing purpose. Now create a list of objects called recycler items. So here I am going to create separate method for prepare the list. I name it as get fruits. Now prepare the list. So get the string arrays from the strings.xml. Save it into the array called fruit names. First get the fruit names. Now get the fruits calories. Save it into another list called fruits calories. Okay. So create a variable count equal to 0. Now start some for loop. Fruit name. Say for each loop. Now create an object and add the object to the list. Create an object of fruit class with the two parameters, fruit name and fruit calories. Now increment variable count by 1. Okay. So now create another method for create the banner ads. I name it as get banner ads. Use a for loop. So here we increment the variable I by item per count, item per ad. So we have to place a banner ad every 4 items, after every 4 items. So create some variables for AdView. Now we are going to add this AdView to the list of objects. Now set the size of the AdView. Now set the ad unit ID. Now add the AdView to the recycler items list. Now create another method for load the banner ads. Name it as load banner ads. Use some for loop. Now get the object item equal to recycler items dot get and pass the variable I. So now check the object is an instance of AdView. In that case we can load the banner ad. So first get the AdView, cast it into AdView. Now we can load the banner ad. So call the method load add, new add a request. Builder.build. Okay. So now we can initialize the mobile ad and use the test app ID. Now we can call the needed methods: get fruits, get banner ads, and load banner ads. Now we can create the adapter for the recycler view. Name it as recycler adapter, extends adapter. Implement needed methods. Create some variables. First create a list of objects. Name it as recycler items. Now create some variables for context. Now create a constructor with these two variables parameters. Now create another variable. It's an integer variable. Item fruit. Specify value 0 for it. Now create another variable item banner ad and specify value 1 for it. So here you have to override one more method called get item view type. So from this method we can check whether the current item is a ad or a normal item. So if position percentage main activity item per ad equal to 0, that means it is a ad view. So in that case we return item banner ad, otherwise we can return item fruit. So for this we need two view holder class. First one is for the normal recycler item, another one for the banner ads. So here I create two view holder class. First one fruit view holder and second one is banner ad view holder, and both of these class extends view holder. Okay. So specify the generic type. So from the fruit view holder we can create needed variables. Here we need some image view and two text view. Fruit name and fruit calories. Now we can initialize those variables. Now initialize the text view variables. Okay, so now we can inflate the layouts from view holder. So here the first parameter is the view type, last parameter is view type. So now we can check it, check the view type, use the switch case statement. So here we have to consider two cases, item fruit and item banner ad. So if it is item fruit, we can inflate the custom layout. Inflate, so here the layout is fruit item layout. Now return the object of the view holder class and pass the view object. Okay, now we can handle the banner ad. Inflate the layout for the banner ad. Here the layout is banner ad container, and return the view holder class. So here I use a default statement. So for avoiding the last return statement, we can place the banner segments within the default segment. So here the last parameter is position. So now we can bind the view to the view items from this method. So get the view type using the method get item view type. Now we can check using a switch case statement. Here also we have to consider two cases, item fruit and item banner ad. So if it is fruit, get the fruit view holder object. Now get the Pojo class object. Now get the image ID. We are going to create the image ID from a string value. So use this method get identifier. First specify the string value. Now specify the type, it is drawable, and get the package name. So now we can set the image on the image view. Now we can set the fruit name and fruit calorie values. Here also we can handle the banner ad within the default statement of switch case. Get the banner ad view holder. Now get the ad view from the list. Now create the view group. Get the view group. Here it is a card view. I name it as add card view. So add view holder dot get item. Sorry, item view. Typecast that one into view group. So now we have to check whether the view group has previous child or the add view has previous parents. So first we can check whether the view group has previous child. In that case, remove all the child items. Remove all views. Now we need to check whether the add view has a previous parent. So add the card view dot get parent not equal to null. In that case, we have to remove the add view from the view group. Remove view. Now we can add the add view to the view group. Okay. So from this method we can return the size of the list. So now the adapter is ready. Now we can initialize the recycler view. So create an object of the adapter, initialize the adapter. Pass two parameters. First one is the list and second one is the context. Now set adapter for the recycler view. Okay, now we can test our project. So I run the application. The application crashes. We can check the error. So here fruit cannot be cast into add view. Add view cannot be cast into banner ad. So we can check the error. Go to main activity. So from get banner ads, here we forget to specify the index position. So here the index position is I. We place a banner ad every fourth position in the list. Okay, we can check it again. Again the app crashes. We can check the logcat. I think now this is the error from the AdMob SDK. We can check the AdMob SDK initialization. Yeah, here it is initialized fine with a valid application ID. Now check the manifest. Yeah, here is the problem. I think this is not a valid application ID. Yeah, it is a banner ad ID. I made that mistake. We have to enter a valid application ID. So here I use some test application ID. It's a sample application ID. So when you publish the application, you have to replace all these test app ID and ad ID with your real one. Okay, now we can test it again. So run the project again. Yeah, now we got it. So we place a banner at the top. After 3 items, we place another one. Again, after 3 items, we place another banner ads. So this is how we place banner ads in a recycler view.